All right, so what does the CEH teach you? Well, it doesn't teach you how to be a hacker. It is quite the opposite. And I'm supposed to say this because it's really an oxymoron when you think about it. And it's kind of funny, if you go out and tell people that you're a certified ethical hacker, they'll kind of look at you. If they're not in the business, they'll be like, what? That's just a silly name for certification. Well, what EC Council tells us to teach people is that if you're a good guy, it's over on the left-hand side. So you're going to be setting stuff up, doing your due diligence to try to protect it. The bad guy is where we're going to play over here. Hey, we already should know how to do the good guy role, and hopefully you do. And if you don't, then we're going to find those deficiencies very quick. But since we know how to do that, how can it be exploited is what this teaches you over here. Not how to hack, but what are ways hackers use in order to exploit it. So it's a fine line between being a white hat, a gray hat, and a black hat, but that's what we're supposed to say whenever we're getting through it. And specifically here, it's not a network security training program. It's not security analysis. If you want some of those, you can go and take other types of training, like the license penetration testing, down there in the bottom left. These are all different things you can take. They say this is a network offensive training program. And what does that mean? Well, we're about to find out. We're going to get into some of the interesting modules that we'll talk about here today, just setting the framework for the remainder of the week. Today is more of, it'll probably be a review for most of you guys and some of the things that you've actually learned in the past. But then tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we'll actually get knee deep into it. So be prepared for the extremely fast paced. They actually, I don't know why they use the second flag here, but speed is super important. And if you think about the Mission Impossible, which I've seen that movie, it's just been a long time, but about how fast it's going and how people are fighting on there, and you just never really know what to expect. Well, that's really what this class is all about, is that there's going to be a lot of different things that are thrown at you, and you just need to be prepared. We can't go through and show everything. There's just not enough time. I'm going to expect you guys to go home and do some research on your own, and I'll give you specific areas to do research on, because there's no way that I can possibly cover everything. I'm going to put you in a very good position to be successful though. The selected tools are going to be the ones, in my opinion, that I've seen numerous people come out of the CEH and let me know that, hey, this has been on the exam, this has been on the exam, this has not been on the exam. This has been on the exam, this has been on the exam, this has not been on the exam. So we will go through and play with a bunch of the tools, and I'll just ask that you pay attention and then play with them on your own, on your virtual machines that we'll set up here. And then once you do, if you have any questions on them, I'll try to answer those. All right, so this is what I'm hoping to go through and talk about right now. So, Jamie, what are your two strongest and two weakest?
They're all weakest.
They're all weakest.
Yeah, I mean, I scan and patch every day, all day.
Scan and patch. Are you an IAVA guy then?
I am.
Okay. So if you had to pick two that you absolutely suck at, which